Hi friends, welcome to another quick video on how to do some different tasks in English that you'll use this semester and for your other classes. One of the things I wanted to talk through for today is how to write a reflection. And reflections are one of those things that you're going to be asked over and over again throughout your educational career to write. And very often students are like, I don't know, what do you want me to write in this reflection? I'm staring at a blank screen because I don't know what to write. So we're going to walk through those steps really quickly today so that you know what to put in your reflection, in what order to put information in, and how to wrap it all up. Obviously, you're going to start with your introduction. So what do you put in your introduction of your reflection? Well, I'm going to assume that your instructor or myself has given you an article and said, read this and write a reflection about it, or read this chapter in our book or our text, or watch this video and give me a reflection about your thoughts. So, very first thing you're going to want to tell me in the introduction is, what is this? Who wrote it, or who produced it, developed it? What was it? What's the title? Where was it published? That kind of a thing. So, intro. You've got, this is the article, this is the title, this is who it's by, this is where it was published. And if the date or the dates that it was developed or the dates that where the activity or event that it's covering is taking place is relevant, give me that kind of information. And if there's anything particularly notable about the publication or the author, things that they write on, or if this is a common topic for them, tell me if there's a bias going on. You can look this up really easy in something like Media Bias Fact Check. But if there's a bias or what the publication is known for, those are quick things you can all put in your introduction that let us know the important details or the context for information regarding this piece that you're reflecting about. So you're now going to have three different pieces, one of which is going to act as your conclusion, but three things that all faculty are looking for in your introduction, or in the body of your reflection. So those three things are content, your analysis, and then your application, or what we call your application and conclusion. So, this would have been your intro is your first paragraph. Your second paragraph is content. This is our check as faculty members, as instructors, to figure out, what did you get out of this article? Did you understand and did you comprehend the main content of what we were trying to have you get out of this piece? So, what else do we want to put there? Highlights. So, some things you're going to put right here in the second paragraph or the first paragraph of the body of this, the kind of work it is. What's the genre? Is this an argument? Is this an informative piece? Is it propaganda? But what kind of a piece is this? What are the main points that the author is trying to make? You know, give me the highlights of this particular piece. So next, when you've gone through the content and told me what you've got out of reading this or watching this, whatever it may be, we're going to go next to the analysis. So this is where you start really thinking critically about what was here. Was there anything misleading? Is there a really notable bias by the author or information in there that leads you to believe that they are trying to skew things in a particular direction? Are they using any kind of loaded language? These are these really key words that are loaded, so to speak. They are words that lean a particular political persuasion or have a second meaning behind them, possibly. Any perspectives present or perspectives that are missing? Obviously, the author is using his or her voice to explain or advocate a particular position or their thoughts or explain something, but is there something or a perspective that is missing? And that would be part of that analysis and that critical thinking of, that's great, but what about this? And other counter arguments or pieces that might exist. And they say missing information. Oh, with misleading, I'm just going to call this missing info. Are they deliberately leaving something out in order to make their argument stronger? So missing information. Lastly, your application and your conclusion. This is where you're going to tell me, how are you going to take this information and use it? Can you? Does it apply to you, your schooling? Maybe your career choice. Maybe it applies to future courses or subject area that you plan to study, or a particular field. Does it connect to your own experiences? And if it does or doesn't, how does it reflect or not reflect your own experiences? What are your key takeaways? What did you get out of this? After you've gone through all of this, what are you going to take from it, and how are you going to incorporate that into your own thought processes and learning? And then just think lastly about critical thinking and understanding. How does that add to your understanding of this particular issue or activity or whatever the topic might be about? So there you have it. In our reflection, we're going to have this is probably 350 to 500 words, 2 pages double spaced, MLA or APA format, 2 pages-ish. Your intro is basic information about the piece that you're reflecting on. Your second body paragraph is going to be, or second paragraph, first paragraph in the content, in the main body content is going to cover what this was and what are the main points of this article. Your second paragraph in the body is going to cover your analysis, what was going on here, what was in the article, what was missing, is there any loaded language, bias, missing information, but what did you think about this particular piece? And your last paragraph is going to be both your application of this information and serve as a conclusion. How do you use the information? How do you connect it to your own experiences? What were your key takeaways, and how are you going to incorporate this into your own thoughts and learning? I hope this was helpful for you. Like I said, reflections don't have to be difficult. You just have to follow a quick model, and you'll be ready and have that paper typed up in no time. Thanks for your time, and have a great day.